Hi, thank you for joining me. I'm going to start 30 minutes early than what I normally do on Saturday because who knows what's going to take place, and you always need to be ready. You always need to be on the ball. So let's get this open and get it going. I'm going to start my screen share, pull up the trade, and things have changed over the night before it closed. It's pretty cool to be a negative $9.59 in this trade. It's pretty good without much to talk about. The market did close yesterday at 5 p.m., which normally happens on Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern, and it will open back up on Sunday tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern. So I hope you've had an excellent weekend so far. This is New Zealand dollar, United States dollar, otherwise known as NZDUSD. And it is a buy with a lot size of 0.01, the smallest amount that you could get for the extended time. And there's a reason why I do it for that amount of time. What you're looking at is called a naked chart. A naked chart only has the entry price, the stop loss, and the take profit on it. There's nothing else here. The reason behind that is because of my health issues and me losing my memory, having to relearn everything from as if I were a 6-month-old baby to current, as well as business. So it's information overload, which causes severe migraine headaches, as you can imagine. So I trade on a naked chart. I also stay in the daytime chart because I have a clear picture of the trade and the trend that this specific pair is doing. My entry price on here is 0.69586. My stop loss is 0.62586. And my take profit is 0.76586. When it closed on Friday, the price was currently at 0.68627. So instead of being a negative $14, it went down to negative $9.59, which is awesome, fantastic, and exciting, because it tells me the trade is getting ready to do what I would like it to do. And how you find out is when you're trading, you trade right, but you look left. So you put your cursor where the trade was at before the market closed, and then you follow to the left all the way over until you come to basically the same style that it was prior, which would be right about here. Do you see the difference? You see why? Okay, so that tells me this trade is getting prepared to go over my entry price and go into my take profit. And once it does, it gets around 500 pips above my entry price, and my stop loss is moved above my entry price. So no matter what takes place after that, I won't lose any of the profit. Currently, going into the 4-hour, I'll show you that my my stop loss is negative 7,000 pips or $70. Reason it's a negative is because that's the most I'm going to lose, period, on this trade. And my take profit is at a positive 7,000 pips or $70. But I can always move my take profit depending on how the trade goes. See how it works? So $70 isn't the most I can make. I will definitely get there, but it's not the most. During the Friday, I actually was taking about 4 cents out for a fee going over 24 hours. Every broker will do that. They take a certain amount if you go past 24 hours on one trade. So it's not that big of a deal. When I started this trade, this pair, it was June 25th of 2018. And I had $280 in here. So looking at my balance currently, and it's only been 8 months, it's not doing too bad now, is it? But it also, with that high of a balance, my margin level is staying around 10,922.36%. So I have no possibility chance of losing my account, completely being stomped out of this account. Why do I trade in the day? Let me show you what's going on. In the 1 minute time chart, there's not a lot of information. And on a naked chart, if you don't have the education, you don't have the background behind you and the experience, I wouldn't advise you to trade here. Going into the 5 minute time chart, once again, it's the same idea. If you don't have the information, the education, and the experience behind you, trading here is very, very risky. 15 minute time chart. Oh, unless you're in a demo, then it's totally different. Because you're not losing your own money. In the 15 minute time chart, it's the same thing. It goes back to January 25th of this year, which wasn't that long ago. So I wouldn't advise it here either, because what do you see? There's not a whole lot of information you can see here. Going into the 30 minute time chart, once again, what can you see here? Yes, there is some movement. Yes, we did have some quite a bit before the market closed, but it's a closed market. That's why you're not seeing any movement right now. And it only goes to, this one goes to January 4th of 2019, which was 12 days ago. Yeah, I don't see enough information here. So my question is, what do you think needs to be done? Going into this time chart, if you don't have the experience, you don't have the necessary information and a clear picture, but it's pretty cool. So going into the hour time chart, it is pretty, you're getting more information, yes, but I still wouldn't trade here. Now keep in mind that if your comfort level is being in the smaller time charts, go for it, have fun, enjoy it, and you'll be just fine because you know the risk. So going into the hour time chart, like I said, there's still not enough information here. It goes back to November 20th of 2018. 4-hour time chart goes back to March 19th of 2018. And yes, you can definitely trade here. However, I want you to see something. On the day time chart, it goes back to May 29th of 2014. Over 4 years ago. So you can see the pattern, the trend that this trade is actually doing. And you want to make sure that you can see if you don't have a marked up chart. Now, I'm not going to take a lot of your time because the market is closed, but I wanted to do this video for you real quick. So I'm going to stop my screen share. I'm not talking about where I get the signals today. Yes, if you've been paying attention, you know what I say. Yeah, I was going to do a presentation today, but there was an emergency situation. There was a few houses down from here, and it made it near impossible to have the peace and quiet necessary to do the presentations. So I postponed it for today, and I'm going to do it tomorrow at the same time. And you're welcome. So you have a fantastic remainder of your weekend, and I'll see everyone tomorrow. Bye for now. Oh, and that's a presentation. This video will be back on Monday.